Heya! My name is Diane and I'm working with Maths Week Ireland. You know, we're based in Waterford Institute of Technology and all year round we love to promote mathematics. We want to show everybody just how beautiful maths can be. You know, maths is all around us. It's in almost everything that we do. From the computer screen that you're watching this video on, the technology, that's all based around maths. If you study science in school, science is underpinned by maths. If you are getting into cooking and baking, there's a lot of mathematical thinking involved in that. Or perhaps if you want to get better at your favourite sports, you should start thinking like a mathematician. Today's workshop, we're going to look at maths and art. We're going to explore the geometry of 2D shapes, and we're going to do this by folding and then cutting pieces of paper. And in the process, we're going to create some pretty cool pieces of art. Okay, so for the first activity, what we're going to do is we're going to create a square. So all you need is any kind of scrap piece of paper. Here I have a rectangular A4 sheet of paper. Okay, so it's rectangular because I have two long sides and then two shorter sides. And what I want to do is I want to create a square. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this bottom right hand corner and I'm going to bring it up to meet this longer side, and I just want to join them up the whole way, all the way to that point there. So I'm happy with that. Fold it gently. Okay, then with a ruler and a pencil I'm going to just mark the edge of this triangle, okay, onto the bottom sheet there. So all I have to do now is cut along this line, get rid of this excess sheet, and I'm left with a square. So how do I know it's a square now? Well, a square has 4 equal sides. All the sides are equal in length. And how can I check this? Well, I can fold up my shape again along the horizontal line of symmetry, and I see they are the same length, and fold it this way and I see those two sides are also the same length. Okay, so all 4 sides are equal in length. Great. Okay, so for the next activity we're going to cut out an oval from this page. Okay, and I'm going to do it by folding and then cutting once. Right, so this, any kind of scrap of paper will do. I'm just going to fold it in half, okay, and then rotate it and then fold it in half again. Now, so we've got to try imagine if I unfolded it, where's the center of the original page? Okay, it's here if I was to unfold it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an arc about the center of the original page using my pencil. And now using my scissors, I cut along that arc. Roughly, we have an oval. Some kind of oval shape, and let's see what's left behind. Okay, so for the next activity what we're going to do is we're going to create 8 petal flowers. So for this activity we need a square page. Okay, so here's one I prepared earlier, and the first thing we're going to do is this time we're going to split the square in half, but we're going to fold along the diagonal. So a diagonal goes from one corner to the opposite corner. So I could pick this diagonal, or I could go from this corner to its opposite corner and pick that diagonal. Okay, so fold along one of the diagonals and we're left with a triangle. Now we're going to fold this triangle in half. Okay, and then we're going to fold that triangle in half again. Okay, now I want the longest side of the triangle to be the vertical line. I also want the center of the original page to be at the bottom. So imagine unfolding the sheet. Where was the center of the original square? Okay, so make that the bottom of this vertical. Now we're going to get this edge and we're going to fold it up to meet that vertical line. Once we're happy it's sitting on top, we fold. Now I want to cut off this excess. So using my scissors, I cut just above this horizontal. Now, so keeping the center of the page down here, okay, so the fold is there. I'm now going to use my pencil and I'm going to draw the petal, 1/2 of a petal. So depending what kind of shape you'd like for your petal, you draw some kind of curved line like that. And then with your scissors, you're going to cut along that line. And then carefully unfold. What do we have? Got a beautiful 8-petal flower. So I'd like some color maybe in the center of this flower. So using our technique from activity 2, we can cut out a circular shape or an oval, pop that in the center, and if you have some glue, Grit stick, glue it down. So why don't you try that again? Create different shapes for the petals, make them bigger, put it on different color pages, and create a whole bunch of flowers. So for the next shape, we're going to create a hexagon. So what we need is a square sheet of paper. So we know how to make any rectangular sheet of paper into a square. Okay, so starting from that step then, I'm going to fold this square and then cut it once so that I'm left with a hexagon. And what is a hexagon? Well, it's a 6-sided shape. This is a 4-sided shape. We're going to end up with a 6-sided shape. Okay, so the first step we're going to do here is we're going to fold this square in half along the horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, so join up all the corners and fold and make that crease. Now I'm going to rotate the page and I'm going to fold it again in half along that horizontal line of symmetry. Okay. Now I'm going to unfold the shape, and with my pencil and ruler I'm going to just mark in that center fold, that line. And now I bring this bottom edge up to meet that center line. Okay, and I fold. Now unfold, and again we're going to mark that fold line with a pencil. Okay, so now we're going to rotate the shape again. So what kind of shape do I have here at the moment? It's a rectangle. These two long sides and the shorter sides. I want to make sure that the longer sides are horizontal. And I also want to make sure that the fold is at the top. Okay? Now, I'm going to bring this top right hand corner over to meet this far left line. Okay? But I also want the fold to be on this center line. Okay, so twist it a little bit until you're happy that this corner intersects this line. Okay, and then that the fold will also be on that center fold line. Once you're happy, make that crease. Okay, next we're going to turn the page back to front. This bottom edge, I want to fold it so that it lies on top of this kind of diagonal edge. Okay, so line it up. Once you're happy, crease it down. Excellent. Now, with my pencil, I'm going to mark 2 points. So you see this shape here. I'm going to mark that corner there. Okay, so the corner just there. And I'm going to do the same with the other side. Okay, so you might have to flick it back and forth, and you're going to find where does that equal here. Okay, so you mark your 2 points, and now once I have 2 points, I can draw a line. Okay, so I connect these using my pencil and ruler. Okay, now I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut along this line. Okay, we'll get rid of that. So I have a triangle, but if I now carefully unfold my shape, we're left with a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-sided shape. So, is this hexagon symmetrical? Well, let's see. If I fold it along this line, do I fold the shape in half? Is it 2 equal parts? Yes. So what I might just do here, indicate that line of symmetry. Okay. Does it have any other lines of symmetry? Well, rotate the shape and try fold it in half again. So 2 equal pieces. Unfold it. And I'm going to use my ruler and pencil to draw that line of symmetry. So that's 2 lines of symmetry so far for a hexagon. How many lines of symmetry does a hexagon have? Well, pause the video and find out for yourself. So, how many lines of symmetry did you get? Did you get 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the next art and maths activity we're going to do today is we're going to create geometric designs, kind of like a snowflake. So what we need is a square page. And the great thing is we're going to follow the same steps like we did for the petals. Okay, so this will give us opportunity to practice and improve. So again, fold along one of the diagonals with that triangle. We fold that in half. And then we fold in half again. With this triangle, it's a right angle triangle. A vertical line meets a horizontal line, a 90-degree right angle here. So the side opposite that right angle is called the hypotenuse, and it's the longest side in a right angle triangle. We want that longest side to become a vertical edge, okay? And we also want the center of the original page to be down the bottom of that vertical. Now, we fold up this edge to meet the vertical. And then to cut off the excess, just cut off a horizontal line here. Okay, now with this piece here, I'm going to rotate it in such a way that the fold here is at the top. Okay, so the fold is at the top. Again, here I have another right angle triangle, vertical line, horizontal line, and the longest side, which is opposite the right angle, is the hypotenuse. Okay, so we are going to draw some shapes here that we're going to cut out. So I'm going to draw an arc there. I'm going to draw a straight line there, small one. Another straight line there. Down to meet that corner, the right angle. And then shape like that. And then a shape like that. I'm going to cut out here, 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 and here. Now, carefully unfold the shape. Let's see what we have created. Okay, look at that. Kind of looks like a snowflake. So, do you see any lines of symmetry with this shape? Do you see any patterns with this shape? So what we'd love you to do now is to experiment with folding and cutting to create your own geometric shapes. So I want to leave you with a challenge. So here I've drawn a square, or it might be helpful just to trace the square on the back as well. But the challenge is, can you cut out this square from the sheet of paper only using one cut? So an alternative would be poke a hole, cut all around, and then out pops the square. But can you do it only using one cut after folding it a few times? Pause the video now and try it. So I have folded my shape up a few times, and now all I'm going to do is cut once, and my square has been cut out. Can you try that at home? And what other shapes or letters can you cut out by folding and cutting only once? That's the end of today's workshop on maths and art. I really hope you enjoyed yourself and that you were able to create some really cool geometric designs and beautiful flower petals and some symmetrical 2D shapes. Just remember that sometimes maths activities can be challenging. Sometimes it's not easy making all those folds and those cuts, and they mightn't work out the first time, but that's okay. Try and try again. That's what mathematicians do all the time. You know, they make mistakes, but they try again and then they improve over time. So anybody can become really good at maths as long as you put the effort in and you don't give up. So everyone here at Maths Week Ireland encourages you to have fun with maths. Explore, experiment, and most of all, get creative.